It's been over a year since the public learned of the FBI investigation and subsequent corruption scandal that finally brought down the Anaheim mayor this week. And despite continued public outrage over the incident, the current city council continues to struggle with the fallout. Now, some in the public are wondering whether they're part of the problem as well. On top of the Angel Stadium deal that led to the mayor's plea, the 2022 FBI probe alleged a larger plot existed between the mayor, some city council members, other city staff, and business organizations led by Disney and the Angels in an effort to illegally control major decisions within the city of Anaheim. According to the FBI report and a subsequent independent investigation ordered by the city, some city leaders collaborated with a business organization called the Chamber of Commerce and its subsidiary, Anaheim First, to advance the interests of large businesses in Anaheim, primarily Disney. In exchange for making decisions that benefited these businesses, city council members were treated to expensive retreats, attended secret planning meetings with business leaders, and even rehearsed city council meetings in private to prepare for the real thing. In exchange, these politicians were giving significant financial support for their campaigns. Not surprisingly, between 2018 and 2022, the pro-business city council majority passed decision after decision that overwhelmingly favored business interests in Anaheim, despite wide claims of abuse and corruption by some in the public and on the losing side of the council. The public was quick to express their anger at very volatile city council meetings following release of the FBI probe and subsequent investigation. They demanded sweeping reforms from the city council, including resignations from those being investigated. Anaheim voters had a major chance to change the direction of the city council in the November 2022 election. But Disney and other resort interests, realizing the danger that reforms might pose to their own finances, invested heavily in that election through their political organization SOAR. Disney's oversized influence in local politics is nothing new. In 2020, SOAR spent $120,000 to help elect Jose Diaz and $400,000 to get Avelino Valencia to the council. But in 2022, they expanded their efforts, including $435,000 to help Stephen Faisal get reelected, $380,000 to elect Natalie Rubalcava in District 3, and over $500,000 to support Natalie Meeks in District 6. They also supported a member of their own SOAR board, Norma Kurtz-Campos, who won election as well. When the November 22 election results were finalized, results were mixed. Mayor Ashley Aitken and Councilmember Carlos Leon ran successfully on reforming corruption in the city, but Councilman Faisal, who was named in the FBI investigation, was also reelected. So were almost all of the SOAR/Disney-backed candidates. Despite a lot of new faces and names, the new city council has so far voted similarly to the previous ones and has been very slow to take up meaningful corruption reform efforts. And even one of the fresh faces, Rubalcava, was accused of new allegations of wrongdoing related to the 2022 election by the city-authorized investigation. The existing council members have all denied any wrongdoing and maintain they're being vilified for the behavior of the previous council. Thus far, Orange County DA Todd Spitzer has refused to pursue any charges against any previous or current board members, despite meeting with investigators earlier this year. Finally, this week, Mayor Aitken proposed her long-awaited series of sweeping reforms at the city council meeting to limit the type of future corruption that the investigations have detailed. But in vote after vote, the SOAR-backed majority voted down those reforms, or in some cases, reduced their impact. And with the 2024 election quickly approaching, many in the community are wondering whether this board or another will ever be able to deal with the corruption questions that linger in the city of Anaheim.